Hello whiskey lovers, I am Dan and here I am again with my weekly whiskey review. And today I have another relatively new expression from the Macallan, 15 years old, Double Cask. That's the box. And a 700 ml bottle. The Macallan Double Cask, 15 years old, was added to the brand's core range in July 2020, along with Double Cask 18 years old, which I already reviewed here not long ago. These two new whiskies have been released 4 years after the release of the original, the Macallan 12 years old Double Cask. The Double Cask series features single malt whiskies which matured in sherry seasoned American oak and European oak casks. Normally, the European casks use wood from northern Spain and the French Pyrenees, while the American casks use new oak from Kentucky, Ohio, and Missouri in the USA. This new oak from the forest of Ohio, Missouri, and Kentucky in America is also transported to Spain, where both types of oak are handcrafted into casks that are filled with sherry. Once seasoned, the casks are shipped to the Macallan estate in Speyside, where they are filled with new make spirit, with the sherry seasoned American oak imparting delicate flavors of vanilla, while the European oak delivers the subtle and unmistakable spice, tannins, and classic style of the Macallan. So, the Macallan 15 years old Double Cask was matured in American and European oak Oloroso casks, and it was bottled at 43% ABV at natural color. On the nose, immediately dominant notes of sherry, clear and unmistakable, fresh, beautiful. Green apples, which are combining very nicely with the rest of the flavors. Dried fruits, figs and dates, milk chocolate. Yes, beautiful smell. Very flavored and sweet. Something like apple pie. Vanilla, floral, a bit spicy, and cinnamon. No smoke, of course, in this whiskey, and at 43% ABV, the alcohol is light on the nose. It is a good nose, and hopefully the taste will be as good as the smell. As I mentioned before about the Macallan, this name was always linked to sherry cask made of only European oak. While sherry is popular in the production of whiskey, the wine itself has been, let's say, not in great demand for some time. So there's been a decreased production for sherry overall. If this continues, fewer new sherry casks will be available in the future to give their flavor to whiskey. What is happening out there? In the 1970s and 1980s, it was a sherry boom, with a lot of sherry casks being available for the whiskey industry. But now, slowly but surely, the availability is thinning out. What this means is that sherry casks are getting increasingly rare and more expensive, and fewer sherry whiskies will be made available. On the other hand, bourbon casks are still relatively cheap and available, so the producer's choice seems obvious to make more ex-bourbon casks whiskies. With the release of the 15 and 18 years old double casks, Macallan is moving into a different direction from the mainstream. They are using European and American oak, both types of casks, seasoned only with sherry. It means there's not a drop of bourbon in the American oak. And that is the difference between a triple cask range, where we find ex-bourbon barrels, and double cask range from the Macallan. So, on the palate. A little oily and tongue coating. Coffee, sherry, nutty with a touch of sour plum, cinnamon, wood spice, and dark chocolate. Hints of dried dark fruits and a little ginger. Sweet raisins. The flavors profile is different than the 18 years old double cask. I can notice more tannins and more spices in this one, while the 18 years old has more fruitiness, is more classic. It's not bad at all, and for the right price it could be a very nice daily dram, a sherried day-to-day dram, but not for a price of almost £100. No. As I mentioned before, the well-known Macallan quality is still here, but it comes with a price. The finish is medium long, smooth and pleasantly warming. No burn, just smooth, and in the end a bit of a bitter but not unpleasant taste. Right, let's give it a mark. And I'm gonna give it 9 out of 10. Yeah, because it is a very enjoyable whiskey with a very good nose and a complex taste. It has a very good balance between the American oak and European oak, and because I am not judging the price, it is not whiskey's fault for being overpriced. It's the marketing and the people behind the name who asked the price. And we paid the price because it is still a very good whiskey. At least this is my opinion. And you may be wondering why I have another glass to my left. Well, this is another 15 years old sherry whiskey, which I decided to use as a reference, as benchmark for the Macallan 15 years old double cask, as well as for my next 15 years old whiskey that I will review. After that, I will reveal and review this one as well. This is it from me for today. I hope you enjoyed my little Macallan 15 years old double cask review. If you did, click the like button. If you did not like my honest review, then click dislike. Don't forget to subscribe, because I'm convinced we can have a nice community over here where we can share our thoughts and learn from each other. Take care of yourself, and until next time, Slanjeva.